And now to an NBC4 exclusive. A family in Long Beach is leaving the only home they've known for the past 2 decades, not because they want to, but because they say fear has left them with no choice. They are self-deporting to Mexico. NBC4's Mekahlo Medina spoke with the family as they crossed the border this morning, and he joins us now from Long Beach with their story. Mac.
Carolyn, it really was a perplexing moment for the Bogano family. Sad, they say, to leave certainly here Long Beach, the U.S., their home, but they say they're excited for the new future in Mexico. The mom is a U.S. citizen, the husband's undocumented. They also have a teenage son, leaving everything they have behind from here in Long Beach to start over in a country that the husband hasn't seen in more than 20 years.
So we are in Otay. We crossed the border in Otay.
Sonia Burgueño shows us the moment her family crossed over to Mexico this morning.
We packed as much as we could,
calling it the hardest decision her family has ever made. She's a U.S. citizen, married for more than 20 years with deep roots here in Long Beach. Her and her husband built Frank's Landscaping together from the ground up, serving the community they raised their children in.
Like our clients are like our family. We've had clients for 20 years.
But Sonia says fear slowly started taking over their lives. Her husband, undocumented, but with no criminal record, he says, began feeling watched, he says, by ICE agents who were conducting operations in the area. And then he says he was followed. Clients showed up to his work and the agents moved on.
He came home that day in tears, saying, "I'm not a criminal. I don't want to be treated this way. I'm in a golden cage, but it doesn't stop being a cage. And I have dignity."
Rather than waiting for a knock on the door, the family chose to leave on their own terms, selling their business, pulling their teenage son out of high school, and moving to his father's hometown in Sinaloa.
No puedo vivir con esa libertad.
He says living in fear isn't living at all. The decision meant leaving behind Sonia's elderly mother and her extended family, all U.S. citizens. But Sonia says dignity mattered more than geography.
I don't want him to feel that his dignity has been robbed away. I don't want him to feel like he's a criminal, because he's not.
For now, the family is starting over with limited savings and a lot of uncertainty. Family and friends have helped by setting up a GoFundMe to cover some of the moving costs and repairs to a home in Mexico.
Well, it's a little bit harder because I live more time here and then in the United States and in Mexico.
Francisco says what matters most is that they're staying together.
We see what's going on in this country. We see where it's headed, and we don't want to be a part of it.
Sonia calls the move an ending and a beginning.
You can do well in any country as long as you put the work and the effort.
The family says they plan to stay with some friends as they make those repairs on the home in Mexico. Live in Long Beach, I'm Mekahlo Medina, NBC4 News.
Mekahlo, thank you. It has been 7 months since the Trump administration stepped up immigration enforcement operations in Southern California, that crackdown sparking widespread protests. And now a man is suing the LAPD over injuries he says he suffered during one of those demonstrations. At La Chinoli, Tezcatlipoca was filming that video when he says an LAPD officer shot him in the face and chest with a foam projectile. This happened in June during a protest against ICE agents in downtown LA. He says he suffered extensive damage that required multiple surgeries, an experience, he says, that led to emotional distress and nightmares.
It's still there. This pain, this infliction is still here. In a broken jaw, I still have the pain in my mouth, numbness here. I would continue to fight for the rights of our people.
We reached out to the LAPD for comment, and they said they cannot talk about pending litigation.